Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. BuildWealth. I'm back at it again. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm here to share information and resources that can help you get started with building wealth. Before I begin, as always, I have been making it a point to punch in my website so that way you all know how to get in touch with me. If you're curious about like what I do for my clients, if you're curious about some of my publications, you can find those on the website. And I also have a few videos, just some basic videos that kind of get right to the point about some of the basics that I still see a lot of people struggle with. And so for, this session, I wanted to come on and talk about when you're going to change, or like you got to change now is probably better. Like you got to change. And this stems from an email I got yesterday where a young lady reached out. Well, she was a part of a speaking engagement I did about a month ago. And, I followed up with people. I said, hey, if you need some assistance, let me know how I can be of service. It's a pretty genuine ask. There's no smoke and mirrors with me. It's just, here's what I can maybe help you with. If you find that you need some help, let me know. And so she sent me this email yesterday, and it was long. Like, I had to sit down and get comfortable to read this email about her setting up just a discovery call with me. And what it is revealing is that so many of us are harboring these terrible feelings and emotions and thoughts around our financial situation. I mean, she laid it out. And I think I was talking about this the other day. It took me a while to respond because I'm thinking to myself, there's so much she needs help with. And I can't just kind of hit her with here's all that I can do and all these moving parts. It was meet her right where she's at. Like, I didn't, it's an email, but I'm thinking to myself, I can't overwhelm this young lady with a lot of stuff to start out. Like, I think there are some habits that she has right now that are killing her. And she admitted this in the email. It's like, I have bad spending habits. I know I'm overspending and I can't stop overspending. And I mean, it's just, she's laying out. And I love when people can be that honest. And I haven't even talked to her just yet. That's like the fun part, right? Like I realize that she hasn't gotten any help. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to help her because I don't know if now is the right time. But we're going to find out very shortly. I'm not going to come here and give you a report about what happens with this young lady. But what it says to me is that you've been fighting this financial plan, working with an advisor. I don't know. You've been fighting this. And as bad as it sounded in this email, and it sounds horrible. Like, I can hear the stress oozing from my computer screen. Like, I feel her. Like, yo, you stressed. I don't want that for anybody. So the question is she ready to change now? That's the question. Like, how much further are we going to go in this life and just keep kicking this can down the road? Like, apparently she has a good paying job, but, it sounds like she's never done any type of planning. I don't think she's done a lot of investing. I mean, I got so many questions, but I think I'm going to start and work on this right here. I'm going to work on her brain because I think this might be the time that she's actually ready. And she said that towards the very end around, hey, I know I need a lot of help in terms of education. And so now that says to me, I don't need to be worried about her in terms of buying anything from me right now. Like, in terms of the actual product. I know I need to have kind of these, I need to have a heart on this discovery call. Like, I got to see, as bad as you laid it out in this email, are you really trying to do this now? Or are you going to keep bullshitting? And that's what this conversation is going to boil down to is, are you going to change now? Like not tomorrow, not next week, not, in 6 months, because she gave me the excuse that, again, everybody continues to give me. I'm busy at the job. And anytime somebody gives me that, I think my canned response is going to be, you're right. You're busy creating wealth for somebody else. I got it. Call me when you're free. And that's what I want to say, but I know that's not right. But that's what I'm thinking. It's like you're reaching out for help. Help is about to get delivered. So let's book this appointment so we can talk it through. And so I'm going to challenge you when you listen to this is now the right time? And if it's not, tell somebody it's not the right time. How hard is that? If you were at the pool and before you learned how to swim, you were afraid to jump into the deep end because you couldn't swim, you probably walked around and went to the shallow end and just kind of moseyed on into the pool. Or you at the ocean, like you take these baby steps. And so you realize that you're not ready for the deep end because you can't swim. And I think when people come to me and they're reaching out and they're very honest and transparent around what they need help with, I don't want to throw you in the deep end because all you're going to do is drown. Like I'm going to give you so much information and game that it's just going to go right over your head. Your eyes going to gloss over during the meeting and be like, bruh, just stop. Like it's too much. It's too much for me right now. So I want to be very mindful of how I approach this young lady and her situation is, I'm going to walk her back around to the shallow end and we're just going to take like the first step and put our feet in the water. And then we're going to sit on the top step. And I'm just going to kind of get to know her a little bit more as a person to unpack some of these feelings that I know she's harboring around her terrible money habits. And I think that may be the only thing we get accomplished during this discovery call. That's all I think that's going to happen. And all I'm going to do at the conclusion of that call is say, what's the next step we're going to take? So if we're using this pool analogy, so I got her to talk to me to schedule the meeting and we got 2 feet in the water. And so now we're going to like dip in a little bit further and sit on that second step. And now the water's maybe at our waist level. And so I'm going to take her through this journey of like just getting her acclimated to the water or getting her acclimated to knowing that we're going to get to the deep end. Like we coming down there. Just not today. And what all I'm going to do is every time she says something or mentions something that's related to the deep end, I'm just going to be like, stop. We're still in the shallow end. We haven't even gotten fully into the water yet. And so I'm sharing this story with you all because I know she's not alone. There are probably millions of people who probably work great jobs, great paycheck, benefits, all the trappings of corporate America, and they're just lost. And I want to help you kind of find you because you're working all day and you're not necessarily reaping the benefits of all the hard work that you're putting in. So I definitely will report back on this young lady's story, but I know she's not alone. And so if you're finding yourself struggling to kind of bust through this wall or get over these obstacles, Mr. BuildWealth wants to help. So go up, go to contact us, or think about a phone call, or maybe you need longer. But let's figure it out together. You're not alone. I want to help you. But are you willing to go on this journey with me? And are you ready now? And if you're not ready right now, just tell me when you're ready, and then I'll reach out. Alrighty? I'll catch y'all next time.